Okay, let's get started. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, as we do this every week, let's look at our portfolio, what we have started, how it's doing this week. So, I just clicked on the link. Okay, so as I told last week, we could also play with Berkshire Hathaway because it has many companies. So I invested in Berkshire Hathaway on 19th of May. I invested that 10k, 10,000 Danish krone, that's 1600 USD. So to our index portfolio, we have three, uh, three index funds and one individual stock, but it's like an index fund because Berkshire Hathaway owns 80 plus companies and 100 plus public companies. So it's a kind of indexing. They are doing indexing. But the good thing about Berkshire Hathaway is that we have the greatest investor working for us and investing on our money. So that's the reason I picked up Berkshire Hathaway as one of our index funds. So we could also, I think that's the advantage. So let's look at these three index funds. So if you remember last week, this was the last week uh, performance, right? If you see here, so last week HDFC index fund did minus 0.99, Vanguard total stock index fund. So this is Indian market, HDFC index fund Nifty 50, and Vanguard is US market index fund VTSAX, and that was minus 1.47. So this week, week 20, HDFC index fund did plus 2.36, and Vanguard index fund lost minus 1.73. So basically, we invested $1,600. As on this week, the value of that 1,600 is $1,572, whereas uh, HDFC index fund 120,000 rupees is 122,884 rupees, and Berkshire Hathaway we bought it at 284 on 19th of May. That's during mid of this week, last week, and yeah. So we got only six shares because we bought at 284 and we have invested $1,600, and that went up by 1.12%. So our 30,000 Danish krone become 30,874 while we are sleeping and doing all other activities during this week. Any questions on this? So we will just spend every week so that you get this indexing investment part we did. You could also track it in the Excel sheet. We have an Excel sheet for the portfolio. You could track it.
Uncle,
Yeah.
for Berkshire Hathaway, it says the invested amount 1,600 rupees. Isn't it dollars?
Yeah, I think this is yeah, that's right. It's a format thing. Yeah, I corrected it. Any questions before we go into, so okay. So I promised you last week we have some other companies. They are similar like Berkshire Hathaway. These companies are publicly listed companies. These companies also invest in markets, public shares. Uh, so these are the three companies that I know so far in Nordic region. They're also investing companies like Berkshire Hathaway. So if you look at, for example, this company, so this is based out of Sweden, and let me get the. I'm trying to get Wikipedia page. So this was founded in 1916, and um, they own all these sh- companies. So, for example, they own ABB. It's power and automation company. It's a great company, and they own 11% of that company. Altas Corp, they own 17% of that company. AstraZeneca, that's a pharma company. They also own Ericsson, Nasdaq 11%. They own. So this this company, if you buy shares of this company, you are getting ownership of this companies as well. So they own bunch of publicly owned companies. They also own some private companies. Um, as you see, they are 100% owners of some private companies. So this companies, we call them holding companies or investing companies. And what they do is they basically buy publicly traded companies as well as privately owned companies. And by investing with these guys, we are basically getting multiple companies ownership, and they are handpicking the companies for us. That's same like Berkshire Hathaway, how Warren Buffett is and his team is handpicking. Same way, we have similar companies in Sweden. I'm sure they have similar in UK. In India, I don't know any of such company, but in UK, Europe, they have similar companies. So these are some other companies. If you want to study them and read their annual report, that would this is one another company from Sweden again. Is this making sense? What I'm So we talked about index investing. It Along with index investing, what I'm giving you or showcasing you some companies. They are like a index investing. So in case of index investing, companies come into the index and go out of index fund based on the market cap, whereas Berkshire Hathaway or any investing companies, what they do is they handpick these companies based on their performance and etc. So they are not based on the market cap. So that's the difference between regular indexing versus some companies who has multiple companies inside them. Okay, so I just want to take so these are the three companies I just thought I share with you. So if you want to understand what are the other options instead of index fund, you could also look at these three companies from Sweden. And it's fun exercise to see how which are the other companies these companies are owning. You know, so so let's take an example of uh, how some companies come into index fund and how they go out of index fund. So I think I will go back to whiteboard and again explain you how indexing. Um, so let me. Did anybody remember how indexing? So what we understood. indexing is basically it's a way of tracking the uh, index is way of tracking markets. If you remember the videos that we saw, it was one of the journalists who came up with this idea to how to track this how stock market is performing. Then he came up with this idea of indexing Dow industrial companies. So basically, if you take an example of, let's say, US markets, okay? So in order to track US markets, they have DOW index. If you do you remember any other index? S&P 500 index. These are Standard and Poor's top 500 companies of US.
Nifty 50.
Yeah, Nifty 50 is for Indian market. Let me write down that also. So for India markets, we have Nifty 50. That's right. For US markets, we have one more called Nasdaq. This is where all tech companies like Facebook and Apple, so and so Google, they are all here. Okay, so basically what we understood was indexing was invented to track the uh, markets markets behavior. Okay, so basically Dow Dow index, they have 25 companies, top industrial companies. S&P 500, they have 500 companies, top uh, and Nasdaq, they have big tech companies. And Nifty 50, they have a top 50 companies of India. Okay, so this is how they were been measuring. So it's a ad stick, you can call. So this is how they were been measuring how the markets are performing. Now what we are doing is some brokers. So what we have, let me take this one. I want to move this just a second. Okay. So now what we have Vanguard. We have these are the brokers. This is Vanguard is one broker. Another broker is Fidelity. In these are US brokers. There are some other brokers, SCW. Uh, so what these brokers are doing is they are offering different products. So Vanguard offering uh, Vanguard's VA. What is the index name? VTSAX, right? So they are offering us VTSAX. That's the one which we invested, total stock market index fund. So Vanguard basically taking companies from Dow as well as S&P as well as Nasdaq, and they are they have a product called VTSAX, Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. That's the product name. And this VTSX index has how many companies? If you remember, we saw last time 3,500 plus companies. Okay, these were the companies picked from these three indexes. Okay, similarly, Fidelity have similar product, and this other broker also similar product. And we looked at how. how these guys do the expense ratio, etc. But now, how these companies comes into this index how these companies comes into this index. Suppose, um, when was Tesla started? Anyone remember? Tesla was started in
2010 or
2000,
11.
yeah, 2010 or 11. When it was, I think it went to IPO in 2010-11, but I guess they started somewhere 2003 or 4. uh, Elon Musk bought the company from the founders. And you are right, 2010-11 they went for IPO. So the, at this time, when Tesla was started, its market cap was less than 1 billion. Okay. So how would any company come into the index funds, one of this index fund, if the market cap is, it's based on the market cap. So if you remember, market cap equal to price multiplied by number of shares. So can anybody tell me how can I increase the market cap, let's say from 1 billion to, now I think it's 500 plus billion of Tesla. Just take an example of. So how can I increase 1 billion to 500 billion with these two variables? Which one has to be increased? So it's price, right? So price has to increase. Number of shares would not would not drive. So if I increase, if the share value price goes up, what happens? Tesla price in 2010-11 was 0 point X. So it's less than $1. Okay. Now what is the price? I think it's around, I don't remember. I think it's 500 plus dollars today. So the the price went from $1 to $500. What would happen to the market cap?
Didn't you say it was less than $1?
Yeah, it's less than $1. So it was zero point 0.5 cents or 0.75 cents. But let's say
But I don't get
$1.
it. How do you calculate the price?
Price is defined by the market. It's not, price is defined by the market, like, it's a supply and demand, right? If you
Yeah,
remember, if the many people wants to buy the same thing, what happens? It goes,
it goes up.
that's up. If nobody is believing that that company would survive, nobody wants to buy it, the price would remain same. That's one factor. The second factor is performance. If the company performed really good, so yeah, maybe I can do this here. So price is driven or derived from multiple factors. One is market
Market.
mood. Market can be happy, market can be sad, or market can be panic, like in COVID
So if the
situation.
stock's going, if the stock's bad or good.
Yeah, exactly. It the price of the stock is defined. It's also defined by the market mood.
Okay.
Next, performance of the company.
But back then, Tesla wasn't doing great, was it?
That's correct. So I would give you the example. Yeah, back then
It
Tesla
was.
did
It
not
was.
had a factory. They were not selling many cars. They just had an idea of electric cars, and then they had few cars, 500 or 600 cars that they were able to sell. So you're right. Back then the performance was not great. So another indication is the market
Market.
share. So for example, if
Not lots of people have share in Tesla. Maybe.
No, it's in market share is industry. So for example, Tesla, if we take Tesla, it's into car manufacturing company, right?
Yeah.
So car manufacturing companies, how many cars a given, market can buy? So for example, if we take a Denmark, we have how much population we have? We have 5.5
One.
million.
Yeah. Ish.
So in this 5.5 million, one third is uh, you know
Gay.
uh, retired people, right?
Okay.
And one third is people from 24 age to 63. They are still working. This is working population, I can call them working people. And one third is kids like you, still doing schooling, college, right? Okay.
Until 18. Or.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So who will buy the car here? These guys and these guys. Okay. So what
You.
would be one third and one third of 5.5 million? Uh, so it's if you take
So it's 2/3 of 5.5 million, basically.
yeah, two third of 5.5 million. How much would be?
Um.
What is 10%? Always do 10%. That's easy, right? So 10% is 5.550 k. Okay, that's a 10%. And how much I need? I need
It's like
66.
around 3.3 million, I think.
Yeah. So if it is 3.3 million people, and this 3.3 million you have to split into a family, right? So you in a family you have two elders. So if you off that into, then it's 1.1 million. Do you follow me?
Yeah. It's
Everybody
like.
would everybody would not own the car, right? It's a family car, shared between, and some families they have two cars. So
But
what I'm
that's
trying,
rare.
yeah,
Having 2 cars.
exactly. So what I'm trying to give you here is for Denmark, this is the market, car purchasing market. So how many cars you can sell in Denmark? It's based on the population who would be driving it. How many cars would you expect? And how many cars already been bought by the people? A typical car is having lifetime of 5 years to 10 years, right? Some people drive it for 2 years. Some people drive it for 5 years. Some people drive it for 10 years. So if one guy bought a car here, he may not be selling it until 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. So you can't just sell him new car to him because he is not interested in new car because
Yeah,
he
but like he buys it maybe in 2021, and then he wants to sell it in maybe 2025. The price of the car is gonna go down a lot, major, right?
exactly. Yeah, that's correct. So
It will.
now, yeah. So now price of the mm car manufacturing company market cap, price of the car company is driven by the market mood and performance of the company and market share. That's This is an example of market share. This is just Denmark. You can do the same for EU, European Union. You can do the same for US, so that you get a feel of how many cars, new cars, this company can sell. That drives the performance of the company. That drives the price. Do you follow the logic? So price is driven
Three
by.
point
Sorry,
is
somebody has.
3.3 million the amount of people in Denmark who would buy a car?
What?
Sorry.
Is 3.3 million the amount of people in Denmark who would buy a car?
Yeah, not all 3.3, right? Because it's a family. So a typical family, mm, wife and husband. So I split that into half. So one car per wife.
Oh, okay.
So if you
Oh,
split it around, so if you do that, it's gonna be around 1.5. 1.65-ish million, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, I'm not giving exact numbers. I just did a off of yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a market share that the company is serving. That also drives the price. Okay. So price is driven by the market mood or performance of the company, market share that industry is serving. There are other factors that also drives the price. So in case of Tesla, the price went from $1 to $500. That way, the market cap went from 1 billion to 500 billion. That's the reason now it had because the market price went from 1 billion to 500 billion. The indexing is driven by the market cap. So all of a sudden, Tesla came into S&P 500 list. So that's the reason it's also top 10 companies, top 10 companies in US. So that, and this happened in November, December 2020. So so what I'm trying to say is, so a company, Tesla was born in 2010. Uh, it went for IPO in 2010. It was 1 billion market cap, and in 2020 it was I think it was 600 plus billion, and indexing was still there. If you remember, indexing was started in 1960s, right? So S&P 500 index was there since 1960. Okay, so until 2020, Tesla was not in that index list. Okay, even though it started in 2010, it took 10 years for Tesla to increase the market cap from 1 billion to 600 billion, and then it had a opportunity to join the index fund in 2020. Okay, that's we have tons of examples. For example, if in India, if you take an example of India company, so we have company called Infosys. I don't know if you heard this company, Infosys. It's a IT company in India, and they founded the company in 1994. Okay, it was a and it also went for IPO. I think they founded well before 1994. They went to IPO in 1994, and Infosys was added to index fund Nifty 50, Nifty 50, Nifty 50 in 1998. So it took just 5 years for company Infosys from IPO to be part of Nifty 50, just based on the market cap. So what drives the market cap? Market cap is driven by the price multiplied by number of shares. Number of shares. So price of the Infosys went up so high, so that the market cap went up high, and then it became part of Nifty 50. Do you follow the logic? So how companies come and join the index funds? At same time, I can also give you examples of some companies. So I will show you a list of the companies just in a minute. So we have something called Reliance Communications. It was a communications company. Um, it was quite big. This was 2003 and 2005. I think they went IPO of 2006, and they were part of Nifty 50. Nifty 50, and then now they bankrupted, or they've been removed out of Nifty 50 in 2012, I think. So from 2006 to 2012, they were in Nifty 50, and they were being removed in 2012, and now they are at the edge of bankruptcy. But from the Nifty 50, it, it stayed only for 6 years. And after 6 years, when they realized the company is not performing, how would they know company is not performing? It's the same logic. Market cap equal to price multiplied by number of shares, right? So let's say we took an example of Infosys and Tesla. The price went up for them. What if the price goes down? The market caps also goes down, right? So we'll check the example of Reliance. I'll show you. The price went down from 500 rupees to I think 2 rupees today. I think 2 or 5 rupees today. So when the price goes down from 500 per share to 2 rupees to 5 rupees, what happens to the market cap? Market cap also goes down drastically. Whenever market cap goes down, what does the Nifty do? It takes out the company from the index and they add the new company to the index. So this way, the companies who are doing a good job, they will survive in index. If the company is not performing well, then they would be kicked out of the index. Somebody has a question?
Yeah, what if the price is like really high and they're not number of shares? That means the market cap is like not good.
No, it's quite high. If you, I think you can take an example of Berkshire Hathaway A shares. They have two kinds of shares: Berkshire Hathaway A and Berkshire Hathaway B. Berkshire
Isn't A
Hathaway,
the bigger one, the more expensive one?
exactly. So that's what I'm trying to come. So Berkshire Hathaway A, when you look in 90s, it used to trade at $10,000, $10 to $20,000. That's in 90s, and they
Hundreds of thousands.
now it's half million, almost 450K now, the same. So what happened? They did not increase the number of shares, but the company performed really good in last 20-25 years. So market price went up from $10,000 to $450,000 per share. So what happened in return? The market cap also went up quite a lot. So you're right. When the prices goes quite high up, like in case of Berkshire from 10K to 450K, the market cap also shoots up, and the number of shares are no change to the number of shares. They did not added no, they did not split the shares, or they did not um, give any bonus shares. Some companies they give bonus shares. We will talk about that in the future. But that's also one option how they can increase the um, by issuing bonus shares. Oh, you can't see this. So they can also issue bonus shares. By issuing bonus shares, they can also increase the number of shares. But the majorly, the market cap is driven by the price. Okay. So what are we understanding from these examples is that a company, maybe today or tomorrow, one of you finds a founds a company, let's say XYZ company, and it's less than 10 million today. It may go to, let's say, greater than 500 billion, this XYZ company that you started. So what can happen is this company all of a sudden can be part of index fund because of the market cap. And then whoever buys the index fund, they are also buying your company XYZ based on the percent of the uh, mm, market cap in the overall market. And same time, if we have not done well, if the market cap went down, like in case of Reliance Communication, right? So the market cap went down from, I think they had 60,000 or 100,000, 1 lakh crore, 60 to 80,000 crore company. Now it's around 1,000 or 2,000 crore company. So it beaten down on almost 99%. The market cap went down by 99%. Then they are being kicked out of the index fund. So what are you understanding from this? So what index funds are doing is they are only keeping the companies who are doing well. Any bad performers, they are being kicked out quickly. Okay. How are they doing it? So let's take an example. We invested 10,000 Danish krone DKK today in an index fund called VTSAX, right? So we invested it in May 2021. Okay. And how many companies we had in that index fund? 3,700 companies. Out of this 3,700 companies, next 10 years, let's go back to 2031. Okay. Out of this 3,700 companies, 10% companies may go to bankrupt. They go to bankruptcy. So 10% of 3,700 is 370 companies goes to bankruptcy. But what index fund do is whenever they saw a company not performing well at the early stage, they would kick them out of the index fund. That way, we are not losing money. You follow the logic. They are selling those companies who are not performing well early in stage, and then they are bringing new companies who are performing well. In return, what they are doing is they are whatever the money they get from the companies who are not performing well, they buy the new companies. That way they are always adjusting the companies in the index. So only the companies who are fit would survive. The companies who are not fit, who will be died naturally in this index fund. So this is done automatically for us. We can just invest and uh, uh, don't care about markets. This is done automatically by this indexing mechanism. Okay, somebody has a question. Yeah.
Yeah, so here in this index fund, so all the companies which already grown, so made profits from very low to big, and so that's why index fund is losing opportunity when the company is small and making profits. So in course of time, so it's
Yeah,
only
yeah, you are right. So there are three phases of companies. I think Ashwath Damodaran explains quite well. I shared in WhatsApp group. So company goes through multiple cycles like human, right? When we are young, up to 18 years, we are learning. So our earning power is low. We don't earn much. But from age of 18 until age of I would say 50, that's a peak period. Our earning power is up to age of 50. Our earning power is more. After 80 until we go to retirement, 63, earning goes down gradually, and then we'll retire, right? Similarly, companies when they are young, they would be losing money. So at age of 1 to 18 years, parents has to invest on you, send you to the classes and make you better in what you're doing, right? To learn. So here it's an investing phase, and this is earning phase. Earning phase are matured phase, I would say. And this is I would say it's pre-retirement phase, or so you are right. Index funds are not capturing not capturing this part of the growth. But the problem this part is there is also a lot of killing happening in this part. A lot of companies also goes bankruptcy in this phase because not all the companies survives. The success rate in startup companies is less than 0.5%, right? So out of 100 companies, only 0.5% companies are surviving. So this phase mortality rate is too high, and index the fund does not want to take the risk at this phase. So index fund is coming into this phase. So where companies have survived and matured, that's when index fund uh, uh, they include it in the index fund, and this is the fruits as an index fund investor we are getting it at this phase.
Mhm.
So we don't want to take risks at this phase because there is a lot of mortality. A lot of companies die at this phase in initial startup phase because they lose money. Once they are matured, the companies are matured. That's where we make money. Companies make money, and then they get included in index fund. That's where index fund investors are also going to make money.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Hari. Yeah.
So let me show you examples of companies in India, how they are been added and or removed over the time. So this is the index fund. Just a second. So this is Nifty 50 companies from mm, yeah. So 1996. So let's take an example. So if you see here, there are
Can
two
you zoom
options.
in a bit?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of blurry. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So if you see here, let me take the exclusions. So excluded from index exclusions. So if you see Hero Honda company, the company we saw Hero Honda two-wheeler company, it was excluded from index fund in 1996. Okay. So these are all the companies they are being excluded some point of time uh, in their life, and you would see companies excluded and included. I'll filter that also. So I did. So if I take Hero Honda, so in 1996 it was excluded from index fund. Why it was excluded? Maybe Hero Honda was not performing well. The market cap of the Hero Honda went down in 1996. Naturally, they removed it from the Nifty 50. But in 2 years, it came back and they included it again in 1998. As you see, they included into index. What happened in these 2 years? So Hero Honda probably sold more bikes. I remember they released Splendor. It was one of the most successful bike in India, two-wheeler bike. So all of a sudden sales were skyrocketed, and the price went up quite high. So in the process, what happened to the company? It came back into index fund. Okay. So this is the natural evolution of the companies. If the company is not doing good, they'll be kicked out of the index. If companies does well, they'll be included back into the index. So what happens to the Nifty 50 investor? If I invested Nifty 50 in 1990s, so one point of time, 1996, they probably sold Hero Honda shares. My ownership of Hero Honda shares, they probably sold it, but they bought that back in 1998. But when they sold Hero Honda 1996, they probably added some more companies, because every time they remove one, they have to add one another company, because it has to have 50 companies in the index, right? So let's look at the Infosys example. I told you Infosys went to IPO in 1994. let's look at what happened to Infosys. So if you look at Infosys Technologies, so it's included in index fund. It went to IPO in 1994, and within 4 years, the market cap went so high, it became top 50 companies in India, and it is been included in 1998, and we are in 2021. So it's almost 22 years since Infosys was included in index fund, and it's still there. It's not been excluded yet. So what is it telling you? Can anybody think and tell me what is it telling you?
Good, and it's not.
The business is doing really good, and yeah, it hasn't.
It's
Yeah,
working very well.
Exactly.
because
So
you said Nifty
it's
50,
not.
like index funds, they always kick companies out if it's not doing good. And if it's doing good, they bring it back in, or they just keep it. And if it's been in Nifty 50 for 22 years, that's really good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that's the beauty of index fund, right? So because if I'm the investor of Nifty 50 in 90s, Infosys been added to my index fund, and it's been growing since then, right? It's been, I think it's, I don't remember the market cap. It was around 30,000 crores. Now it's around 300, 3 lakhs crores company. So that's the beauty. So let's look at Reliance Communication. I gave you the example of Reliance, right? So if you look at Reliance Communication, so Reliance have many companies. The Reliance Communication was mobile part. So as you see, they are being included in the Nifty in 2006. Within 6 years, they are being kicked out because they did not they were not doing well. So I can also show you that in the screener. So if I go to screener.in, so this is screener.in. So I would filter with Reliance Communications. So I go to the.
Well, what's the company about?
It's into communication like TDC in Denmark. We have TDC, right?
So like
Mo-
maybe Telenor.
yeah, Telenor. Yeah, exactly. So they were selling
Yeah.
a 2G, 3G network, and they were also
Yeah.
selling phones, and they were selling
Yeah.
SIM cards. Yeah.
So they sold SIM cards basically.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So, so
Yeah,
if you yeah.
I remember this Reliance Communication phones when we finished after our college. Everybody buying the phones and they are using and not paying anything back.
Yeah, it was really famous back then. You're right. 2005, 3 to 6, it was crazy. I forgot the name. It was called Reliance Phones, right?
Yeah,
Reliance.
Reliance phones. Yeah. So my friends used to have around like 1 lakh, 2 lakhs bill on their phone at that time. There is no limit.
Exactly. They were aggressive. Reliance is very aggressive. They want to kill the competitor, so they gave free phones to all the people.
Mm.
And people were misusing the phone, not paying the bills. The business strategy from Reliance was that they want to get the market share so that they kick out all the existing players. But what happened? They did not manage that well, and they've been kicked out by themselves. So that's what happened to Reliance Communication, right? So if you see the price, we talked about, if you see, it was included, if you see, they were included into index in 2006. So let me look at the price in 2006. So if you look at here, it also gives you year here. So if you see, it's 7th July. Can you see that here? When I move the cursor, you see the dates been changed.
Yeah.
So it's around 250 rupees in 2006 when it was included. Okay. And the peak it went to 760 rupees. So 260 versus 700 is almost 3 times, right? It went up by 3 times. Then when they are being kicked out of index fund, it was in 2012. So when was it? 4th April 2012. So let me go to April 2012. So when they were being kicked out, it was 86 rupees. Okay. So when they entered, it was around 230 rupees. 230. They entered in September 2006. So when I go to September, yeah, 316 rupees. So they entered at 316 rupees and they exited at 86 rupees.
What are the other blue lines, like the one that goes like up and down?
This is the volume. So as you see here, this light blue is volume. This is the price. The dark blue is the price. So volumes is nothing but how many people are trading that share on that given day. So for example, on a
A lot of
25th,
people trade it.
yeah, exactly. On 4th of May 2018, it was crazy. Many people are buying and selling these shares. Okay, let's look at recent past. So right now the price is 1 rupee 75 rupees, 75 paisa. So market cap is 484 crores. Imagine a company went, you remember in 2006, if you look at the price, it was the maximum. I think they went to IPO somewhere at this time. So the IPO price was 300 rupees when they went to public. Okay. From 300 rupees to 1 rupee 75 rupees. So they are being beaten down 99.1% of 300 is 3 rupees, right? So it's, yeah, less than 99.5. So they are being beaten down to 99.5. So this is what happens to companies if they are not done well. They are being kicked out of the index fund, and they would never come back. In case of Reliance Communication, I don't think they will come back to index because they are at the edge of the bankruptcy. They will be closing their shops soon. And same happened with the Reliance Power. So let me take you to Reliance Power. So if I take the Reliance Power,
Does Reliance Power also sell SIM cards?
no, they produce the power and distributes the power,
Okay.
electricity. Let's. So if you look at Reliance Power, you can click on their website. Here you can see the website. If you click on their website, you would get the description of the company. Okay, so it's generating power. So this is one of the power plant where they generate. They also have solar power, etc. But that's the business. And now what happened to this Reliance Power? So Reliance Power entered into index fund in 2008, and then they are being kicked out of the index fund within 4 years. So let's look at what happened to the price. So if you see here, oh wow, so it's also has a dramatic story. It's a suspense thriller. If you see this company, so 2008, it was at 260, right? 260, 230. Currently, it's trading at 7 rupees. So it lost its value. 260 versus 7 rupees. So 10% of 260 is 2.6 rupees. So almost 3%, right? So it's 97%. They lost 97% of the value of the company. So why do you think a company lost the value? Why do you think Reliance Communications or Reliance Power lost the value?
Because they're going bad.
Performance.
Nobody, like after they gave free phones, maybe nobody did anything else. They didn't.
Yeah, exactly. The business was not making money. See, end of the day, price also driven by the performance of the company, as I just explained some time ago. If performance of the company, mood probably swings the price for some time. That's what the mood was at the beginning when they went for IPO. Everybody thought Reliance is a great company because it's a great brand and they think they would do well. So they, jump in and they were in happy mood and they bought shares at high price. But in the long run, mood would not work. People's mood would not drive the price. In long run, performance of the company drives the price. So what happened to this company is they did not perform as they promised or they expected. So if they are not performing, and they also have a lot of debt, they borrow a lot of money. So let me show you debt to equity ratio. So they have 1.68 debt to equity ratio. They borrowed a lot of money and they did not made much profits. If you see, they lost money in 2020. Let me show you here. So yeah, if you see profit after tax, this one, they lost money in 2019. They also lost money, big money in 2020. So they have been losing money for quite some time. And if they did not performed well, then the market cap and the company, market won't appreciate it, right? So my point of showing this one is so you get a feel of how many companies are included and excluded from the index based on the performance. Let me filter with year so you get a feeling. In 2020, we have two inclusions, two exclusions. So in 2023, Cement and HDFC Life Insurance was included because they were doing good. Yes Bank, I don't know if you heard this company bank. It was bankrupted and now they are being excluded from the index fund. And Vedanta also been excluded. So at any given year, two are excluded, two are getting included. So let me filter it for 2019. So 2090, Britannia was included. Good Day Biscuit Company. I don't know if you know this biscuits from India. They have been included, and Nestle was also included. But Indian Bulls, this was housing finance company. They were management was doing a lot of bad things. They have been performing very bad, and they are being kicked out of the index fund. And the Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, HP petrol bunks that you see when you go to India. So that's also been kicked out. So that's how indexing works, right? The performing companies would be included, non-performing companies would be excluded over the years. Let's yeah.
So Hari, so who is that stock exchange going to decide this about this Nifty 50?
Yeah, Nifty stock exchange, NSE. This Nifty 50 is from NSE, National Stock Exchange in New Delhi, and they are the one deciding this.
Okay, then each like that specific index fund Nifty 50. So all like HDFC or SBI or all other. So they go through them. We're going to buy that fund.
Yeah, they are brokers. So brokers, what they are doing, as soon as Nifty 50 decides one inclusion, one exclusion, if I'm HDFC broker, I would go and sell the company which was excluded and bought the companies which are included in the same month or same year.
Okay, so that means we only going to we cannot do this buying this index through our demat account. So it's going to through only that specific broker.
Yeah, I think broker has to offer this. I don't know about demat accounts, but brokers, HDFC, AMC, they are offering this. All other brokers who are offering this Nifty 50 index fund, UTI also offering it. So, any other company you want to see, which I think I just looked at Maruti Suzuki. It was included in 2004 and it's been there since then. It's not excluded yet. So any other company I think of? Tata Consulting Services. It's one of the big. They included in 2005, and since then it was never been excluded. Technologies. Yeah, 2002. They never been excluded yet. So all the IT companies who are been doing quite good for last 20-25 years, they are been included, but they are not been excluded since then. So I will share this sheet so you can get a feel of how this inclusion and exclusion happens, and then you understand how this works.
So where did you get Hari, this one, this sheet?
This sheet is from Nifty, NSC dot. It's from NSC.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions before we close? Does this make sense, or is it getting complicated?
No, it's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
It was.
Uncle, can you send the video from last time, like the class from last time, and also today's?
Yeah, I will do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions before we close?
So we have Nifty Next 50 also here. So
Yeah. We have quite a lot. So if you see, this is just 50, right?
Mhm.
This first sheet. The next 50 is the second sheet. So here, if you want to buy next 50, there is index fund the next 50 also. There is a Nifty 50 index fund for Nifty next 50 index
Wait.
fund.
So next 50 is like the next 50. So like 50 and then 100.
Yeah, exactly. 51 to 100. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. But then
So
what's Nifty 100 for?
yeah, it's for 1 to 100.
Oh, so there's 1 to 50, 51 to 100, and then one that includes both. Nifty
Yeah,
100.
exactly.
Okay.
The way you yeah.
What's Nifty mid cap? I can't see it properly.
Yeah, it's mid cap is medium capitalized companies. These are large caps.
Yeah.
So it's a big companies, medium sized companies, small companies. Small cap is small companies.
Okay.
There is a logic behind this. Nifty 50 is like, imagine you have a cake and you have a cherry on top of the cake. That's a Nifty 50. You are getting the top cream, top of the cake. That's Nifty 50.
So top 50 in.
Yeah, exactly. Top 50. So then top 100 is like you are getting the cream, top layer cream of the cake. And 200 is, top layer cream plus little bit bun below the cream. And then, likewise. But it's also depends on your thinking, right? If you are investing top companies, then you are betting matured companies. But if you are investing in Nifty small 50 companies, basically what you are betting is small companies today, they will go and become a big companies tomorrow.
So when you say small companies, does it also include like cafes?
All the public listed companies. So let's look at small 50. I will show you small 50. I'm in under Nifty small 50 companies. So I will go and filter in 2020. So let me go and do 2020. In 2020,
Can you
let
zoom
me,
in a bit?
yeah, let me do.
That's better.
So in 2020, these are all the companies which are excluded and included. So let me do first exclusions. So for example, Aravind Fashion, this is
Like
clothes company. Yeah,
yeah, clothing.
Equity, Equitas Holdings. These are all the different. This is infrastructure company. This is a dish TV, the
Yeah,
satellite
like
TV,
satellite on the top. Yeah, I get it.
and they are being excluded because they did well. And let's look at what is included. They included
What's the
J.
fun technologies?
I don't know. We need to check what is that. I think
Is
it's
it?
some
I think it's
pharma
a
company.
technology. But doesn't technology mean like a technology company?
Yeah, sometimes they give fancy names. We can't just trust the names.
Okay.
You can go to Screener and search with the name and open the website. That gives you. Uh, uh,
Yeah, it's technology.
yeah, it's technology. Yes, I think they. I don't know what is their business, but yeah. So they are being included. SpiceJet been included for my surprise. But anyway,
Why
a
is
lot.
it?
Yeah,
Why is
that's
it small cap? Shouldn't it be like in medium cap or?
yeah. They lost a lot of market cap last year. Remember COVID crisis
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
nobody is flying, and then they can't make money, and then they've been.
Okay.
So this is also something you could think of. Okay, I want to bid the small caps. I assume they would become a large caps in the long run. So what you do is you go and bet on small 50. But there is a high mortality rate in this index because they are not matured companies, as we talked.
Yeah.
They're still need to mature. So there is a lot of mortalities. There will be a lot of companies who would not survive, right? So there are these options that you could invest based on. Say this is the same logic followed in US and across the world. All the
Oh,
index funds, they do the same logic. They add and remove the companies based on the market cap. Any other questions before we close? Okay, I hope you got a fair idea about indexing, and we would also be tracking the performance of our index funds. But I would conclude the index funds here. From next week, let's jump into psychology. I want to introduce to some of the mental model thinking. So you use the psychology. So let's spend a couple of weeks on psychology, so you get an idea of how to. Okay, thanks for the week, and we'll talk again next week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle. See you.
Bye.
Thank you, Hari. Bye.
bye.
Today.